Which one of the following equation specifies an isochoric process? So we were given some equation, one by one we will see. Delta T equal to 0 means change in temperature is 0, where what delta T represent? Change in temperature. We know that for isothermal process, temperature remains constant. As temperature remains constant means delta T must be equal to 0. So here there is a change in pressure with change in what? Volume, and this process is representing isothermal process. So delta T equal to 0, this equation will represent an isothermal process. Now Q equal to 0 means the amount of heat supplied between system and that of surrounding is 0. That is the case for adiabatic process. When gas undergoes an adiabatic expansion or adiabatic compression, no amount of heat is allowed to enter into the system from the surrounding or from the system to the surrounding. Means gas undergoes change in pressure with change in volume as per this graph. And here the amount of heat supplied either to the system or by the system to the surrounding is 0. So Q equal to 0. This equation will specifies adiabatic process. This equation will specify what? Adiabatic process. Now delta P equal to 0. It means what? P must be constant. So that thermodynamic process in which pressure of the gas remains constant and volume is changing, that process is known as isobaric process. So for isobaric process, pressure P is constant means change in pressure delta P is equal to 0. So delta P equal to 0, this equation will specify isobaric process, but here we have to specify isochoric process. We know in case of isochoric process, the thermodynamic process which takes place at constant volumes, here pressure of gas is changing from P1 to P2, but volume of gas it remains constant. So when volume of gas is constant means change in volume delta V is equal to 0. So delta V equal to 0, this equation will specify isochoric process. So the correct option for this question is A. So in examination you may have any one of these. So specify either isobaric process, specify adiabatic process, specify isothermal process. So you may be able to answer any of the question. So the correct option for this question is option A, that will represent isochoric process. So for isochoric process, volume is constant means change in volume is 0.